Alright guys, you know what time it is? Another season, another intro breakdown. Welcome to Spark UHC Season 2 Intro Breakdown. From now on, I will play the video of the Spark UHC intro right now.
You fade the dark inside. The light shines. And the feeling's gone, and I am left alone with a trace of the night.
Alright guys, so that was the intro. And yeah, now let's break it down. So as you can see, the programs I used for this was Camtasia Studios, Cinema 4D, and Adobe Photoshop. And for Adobe Photoshop, as you can see right over here, this section over there, I did the credits before the players, which I usually do. But as you can see, the text over here, this time I used it using Adobe Photoshop CC. And as you can see, the text over here, if I quickly go into Photoshop, I'm sorry I did not have this file saved for the text. But yeah, the intro text, well actually this is not the actual intro text. But anyways, this will do. So what you can see here is what I made is I used this style over here for the top part, and this style over here for the bottom. And basically for this type of style right here, it's just basically I just made a stroke. It was actually at full capacity, and I made it at size 2. Sorry, I did not save this. And the gradient overlay is just this shade of blue. I just took a shade of light blue and just turned it into another shade of light blue that's even lighter, that's close to white. So that's basically that right over there. And for the intro production text, which is this one right over here, as you can see, the styles, I just basically used this one that I pre-made. But yeah, the stroke was the same. It was at 2. And the font I used, I'm not frankly sure what I used correctly because I forgot to save it. But the gradient pattern, sorry, this was not on. But in order to use this, I used 4 different colors. I used really bright red for the first part at the bottom right over there. Then I went to a lighter shade of red. Then later I just went to a color of orange, or like a bit brownish, and then I just went to bright orange for the top parts. That's the intro text and of the Cinema 4D part. And as you can see, I used separate files for the event organizer. I just saved that as a separate file. Then these two right over here, the Thunder Rogue and Spruce, I saved that as a separate file so that way I can like transfer it between using a transition fade, which is transitions right over here. And yeah, so yeah, that's the first thing. The next thing is that the same thing I did over here. I did the same thing. I just saved the intro and production as separate files, and I used this fade radio blur, which I'll play for you right now, which if you saw in the intro. And then it just radio blurs into the Spark UHC logo, which is made by Jackie. I think that credit will be to a channel down in the description below for making him the logo. So yeah, that's the first thing. The next thing is that I just want to get through everything first. The next thing is the My Movie thing, or the background. And this is actually made, and it was actually filmed with shaders by Lord Suma. A link will be in the channel in the description below. But yeah, he filmed all of the shader backgrounds, and we thought it would look better with shaders. Apparently it did. It worked really well. And the song we used this time was Electrolight Night Shines from a no copyright sound from an uplifting release. These three These are animated motion backgrounds, which I got from downloadloops.com. And basically, you could go here, you could get you could get free animated backgrounds. And yeah, you just download them. They're all free. And then you could just put it in the background as motion, which is what I did for the intro. As you can see right over here, I just used three animated motion backgrounds over here. This blur right over here. If I remove that part, it basically just like unblurs the video. But like, I'm not actually sure. But I just like put the blur in so that way it will like blur out most of the background. So that way it'll focus more on the renders. But right now, let's get to the renders part. And as you can see, I put it between every single render a ripple effect. So the ripples were actually really good. Now the text I made in Cinema 4D, as I showed you before. Sorry, I did not have the text ready. But anyways, the rigs. If I open up Cinema 4D right now, I will actually show you. I actually used a variety of rigs in this. I used two different rigs in particular as soon as this loads up. So there are two specific rigs that I used. The first rig is the Minecraft Steve rig by Weedline. That's the first rig that I used. And then the next rig is the Evolution rig from Adam K, which I used. But let's just go into the Steve rig for a second. So basically, with some of the characters I used eyes for. Some of them I did not. Most of them they didn't have fingers. So the reason why is because when I turn on the fingers, it sometimes gets rid of some textures of the skin and kind of makes it look a bit bad. But anyways, some of them I used eyebrows. Some of them I put eyes. Some of them I put mouths. Some of them and yeah, but some of them they had double layer eyes, and for some of them the double layer eyes I actually used in Adam K's rig or the Evolution rig. But if I didn't want the skin to have any of the facial features, I just turned all these off right over here. And if they had a second layer, I just put on a custom layer. Now this rig is only for 1.7 skins, so that's why most of the skins were 1.7. So that's why I used this rig. But some of the skins were 1.8, so I used 1.8 for it. But as you can see, there's barely anything here except for the accessories, which I didn't use any accessories over here. But I used the tools over here. As you can see, there's the axe, there's the hoe, there's shovel. But also, what else I did is that some of the stuff or items that I used, like the fishing rod and the flint and steel and the snowballs and all that stuff, that was actually in the Minecraft item pack. Yeah, so basically some of them I just put down food, and then the other ones I just went to materials like blaze rods and all this stuff. Then there's other, which is the bows. To be frankly honest, I'm not really good with bows. That's why I barely use some of them. These are all the extra tools like flint and steel. These are all different items that I use. So this is basically all the stuff that is in the Weedline rig. And basically what I did is that, and every single one I actually made, as you can see, hold on for a second. This is how I made. I just like moved the arms to a certain pose that I want, and then I also moved the legs. And if you've seen in some of the rigs, you see that their heads are a bit twisted. So what I basically do, I just went in here, and then as you can see, this head over here, it's rotates. So basically what I did is I just like rotated head to a certain angle that I actually wanted the rig that looked kind of good, depending on the position that they were in. So I just like basically turned it into a certain position that I thought would feel good. And so that's basically Weedline rig there for you. And next is the Evolution rig, which I want to go through. Now the Evolution rig is for skins that are 1.8, and I recently started using this rig, but only recently, just for some renders. As you can see, before I go do anything, let me just go over the Evolution rig. Now as you can see here, the Evolution rig, if you could actually see right over here, it actually has a tongue. And now I did not want to use any of the tongue in any of my rigs. And oh, okay, sorry about that, but I didn't use any of the tongues in the rigs. And as you can see right over here, the pluses on the sides, let me just move down over there, they're actually facial features for all the different types of eyes. But first, let me just go over it. This is a 1.8 rig, and if you want, you could do head, body, arms, legs. Those are the second layers for it. And then there's the eyes, the mouth, and then the right eye, then and basically all the facial expressions. Then over here is the pupils, the eyebrows, and then the inside mouth, then the color of the tongue. But as you see right over here, these are the tools, and as you can see, most of the tools were enchanted. That's because in this particular rig allows you to like make the tools enchanted, which I really like. So that was a really cool feature that I actually liked, and and this one actually has the custom fishing rod and bow, which I also liked as well. So this actually became a really useful rig, which helped me a lot in creating the renders, because sometimes I do not want to keep redoing all the renders by putting in custom items. All right, so the first thing I want to go through is the top part, which is the layers on the head. Now, as you can see here, you can actually have extras, which is really useful. There's armor over here where the extras come in. Uh, it, it's all in a separate file. You could use the armors, and you can also make the armor enchanted, so that's really good as well. Then there's that's basically the armor. Now in the extras, as you can see over here, let me just zoom back. Uh, Here's the cool part, and this was actually in my rig over here. Let me just go right over here. Yeah, this is in my rig. You I actually use custom headphones, and as you can see, if you click on the headphones right over here, you can actually change the color of the headphones. See, you could change that top part. You could change the bottom part over here as well. You can also change the inner part, which is right over here. As you can see, that's great. You just change that, and then you can also change that over here as well. So yeah, that's really good. And so that's basically the headset. Let me just go right over here. Okay, hold on, I cannot seem to click that. So that's the headset. Then you can also put on sunglasses. You can also put on regular glasses as well. So, and it's custom. Then you also got the hat front, which is basically for like a custom cap, which is also really good as well. I believe you could customize the cap. Yeah, you could customize the cap as well. So basically, you could basically customize almost anything. There's also the cowboy hat. You can most likely customize that as well. And then there's also the hat back, which is basically the hat in the front, except it's rotated. And I believe you put, yeah, that kind of looks weird, but anyways. So that's the head, and also I forgot to mention, you also get a you can also put on a custom cape. And yeah, if you click on the cape right over here. But yeah, as you see, these parts of the cape, that's where you move the cape. You can make the cape over here shorter, longer. But yeah, you can make it longer, and this is probably a complex cape. You can probably like move it up, move it down. You can make it like really complex. So yeah, that's actually the cape. You can the cape is optional if you want facial features. Now this is the eyebrow control, and the eyebrows are basically the same in the eyebrows are kind of the same like the weed lines, except the features are a bit different. Like the position of this are the same. You can actually the separation is the same as well. Hold on, let me just undo all that. But yeah, but the width, I'm not sure what the width does, but you can actually move. You can actually, it's the same thing over here. You can make it like sad, angry, or make any different kinds of expressions with it. But here, the cool thing about this is you can increase the thickness of it. You can also increase the thickness of it, which is really good. And if you just like move it just down a bit, you can also change the color of it if you just like click on the eyebrows right over here. Sorry about that. But if you just click on the eyebrows in the evolution rig right over here, you could just change the color of it. I'm just gonna change this to that color just to make it more visible. But as you can see right over here, the eyebrows, they have like 3 little dots. If you click on the dots, you can actually move it around to like change the eyebrows. So like say you let me just do this. So say you wanted to like move it down a bit there. You just move it down here to make different kinds of expressions. Just like do it like that, and then so yeah, that's basically the eyebrows. You could just like move it up to change like different kinds of expressions that you want. And yeah, that's basically the eyebrows. And what's next is is actually the eyes. Now there are four types of eyes. Those are regular. Hold on, I'm not exactly sure what the eyes are. So I'm not sure. I think those are gradient. Yeah, yeah. Those are gradient, regular. Uh, oh no, wait. Sorry, I'm not actually sure. No eyes. Now this is the double layer. No, this is the double layer eyes. I'll show you how to do that in a second. But like, these are the different types of eyes. I think that's great. I think that's gradient. I think that's regular. I think that. No, wait, that's great. You know what? Never mind. But anyways, the double layer eyes. What you actually have to do is you gotta increase the pupil size for the double layer, and what you have to do is like you have to lower down these two right over here, the bottom layers, and if you see the eyes right over here, you could just move it down right there, and that's a double layer. That's double layer eyes, and it's kind of really good if you have double layers, and that's basically the eyes for the double layers, as you can see right over there. But now I'm just gonna go to the mouth. Now the mouth you could choose if you want to have a tongue or not. I choose not to have a tongue, and you can also choose whether to have teeth basically or not. But anyways, as you can see, the different expressions, you can actually make how big you want the mouth open, how small you want it to open. I just want to like put it back to default. You can actually change the expression to sad, to happy, and they can actually change the position of my mouth. My bad, I just started rambling. You could change the position of the mouth right over here, but I'm just gonna leave it at normal. And the expressions, as you can see right over here, you can see that right over here, there are still the dots. Hold on, let me just make this like close. You can actually see the dots right over here, but before I do anything, I just want to make the expression to happy. You can see the dots right over here. They're just like the eyebrows. You can make custom faces with it, so you can like make custom expressions like this, for example. Like you can like make any kind of expression you want it to be, and this is kind of a really good feature of the Adobe rig, of the evolution rig, which I actually like. And you can actually turn it in. Oh wait, no, that kind of looks bad. You can actually make the face look a bit derpy, but yeah, this is what I really like about the rig. And you can actually make different kinds of expressions, which I really like about the rig. I'm pretty sure I'm just rambling on, but yeah, that's the facial expressions. Oh yeah, I also forgot one thing. With the eye, it's about the eyes. As you can see, like the eyes right over here. Uh, if I rotate it, you can see that there are two rectangular squares. You can basically rotate the squares. Make sure you have it on rotate, and if you use the blue line over here, you can actually make it angry, or you can actually make different kind of expressions with the eyes. You can actually make it angry. I wonder what happened. No, nope, that doesn't do anything. But yeah, you can make different expressions. You can like make it angry, or you can like make it sad, depending on the eyebrows. So yeah, it kinda is good for different kinds of expressions, which I really like about the eyes. No insecurity, no. But yeah, that is basically the Atom. That's basically the evolution rig, and yeah, I'm guessing I'm done with the Cinema 4D portion. And yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, but yeah, that's basically it. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, that's basically how I made the intro. But anyways, at the end of the portion right over here, I basically just used the same format of right over here, the same format, and just made, and the logo I just put Spark UHC Season 2. And then I just put who was hosted by. Thank you for Betis for hosting the Spark UHC Season 2. But yeah, that's basically it of how I made the Spark UHC Season 2 intro. I know the video probably has been a bit long. Well, I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, click on that like and subscribe button down below. It lets me know that you appreciate my content and you want to see more. Also, if you want, comment down below if you want to see more graphics like intro breakdowns or graphic creations such as channel icons, banners, and stuff like that. And I also forgot to mention, I will be uploading a video of the winner of the graphics giveaway around probably probably on February 1st, or yeah, probably on February 1st. I'll probably upload the video of the graphics giveaway winner. And yeah, my name is Alja, and I'll see you all later. Peace.